Right over here. Finally getting to do this fight with Kevin Holland. Obviously, this was scheduled on that card where everything went insane a few years ago. Was this one that you wanted to do, like before the career was over?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've said it multiple times in my career because this is actually the third time that we're scheduled to fight, and it's kind of like one of those things. Like the fans want it, I want it, he wants it, everyone's excited for it. Definitely one of those fights. I feel like I can't end my career not knowing what would have happened. So it's a great matchup.
Yeah. Can you take us back to the previous time? Like there was so much chaos there. We had the photos of you guys facing off, and then it was downhill after that. I guess is that like one of the craziest weeks you've had in your career?
Yeah, man. That's crazy how it all played out. I ended up fighting someone completely different when I had been training for him, and yeah, I mean, I'm happy I was able to be a part of such a crazy event.
What do you just make of Kevin? Obviously, he's been very active this year. I think he'll be the first guy to fight 4 times in the UFC this year. That's kind of been the MO for him. But when you have that much footage to go off, all those type of things, how does that help you prepare?
Yeah, Kevin's always been active, really active, and I'll fight anybody, bro. It's like I don't really watch tape. I just go and train and work my hardest. I know he's got a few submissions. He got knockout power. But yeah, man, I just prepared my hardest for this fight.
How much time did you actually have? Because it was kind of a late addition to the card.
I think about something like 4 weeks, maybe, like 4.5 weeks, maybe less, like 3.5 weeks.
That's enough time for you, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I never get out of shape. I just fought 2 months ago, and jumped right into fight camp right after that. One of my teammates fought in another organization, and yeah, they asked me about the fight 3.5 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, all I had pretty much had to do is just up my cardio, and all the skill sets are there. I know how to fight. It was just a cardio thing, and I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah, weight was low and everything. So
yeah, weight's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what does beating Kevin, do you think, at this stage do for your career?
It's huge. It's definitely be one of the biggest wins in my career. I feel like it'll put me back in the rankings. And yeah, it's an amazing fight, man. I'm gonna go out there and try my hardest to win.
Yeah, and main event of this card, obviously Dustin Poirier's retirement fight against Max Holloway. What do you think happens in that BMF title fight?
Man, I'm a huge fan of both fighters. Dustin is actually one of my favorite, one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, and Max Holloway is obviously one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. But I would like to see, Dustin retire with the, in his hometown on a high note,
And when you look upwards in your division, I think the next title fight we're going to get is going to be Jack Della Maddalena and Islam Makhachev. What do you think of that fight and Islam coming up to welterweight?
I think Islam's going to have some trouble. It's a whole different weight division. I think Della Maddalena, I don't really know how to say his fucking name, to be honest with you.
You nailed it. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed great takedown defense against what's the other guy's name?
Muhammad.
Yeah.
You don't remember?
Yeah. I forgot his name. What's his name? I don't know. Yeah, the bully guy. Yeah. Yeah, no, he looked great. He looked great, and his striking's good. I think Islam's striking is not that good, and with some good takedown defense, I think what's his name wins.
D-Rod, both you and Holland are going to be searching for your 3rd consecutive victories. Have you thought about the momentum, and maybe does a win feel a little bit better, mean a little bit more with the momentum that both you and Kevin Holland are on or have right now?
Yeah, man, of course, win feels the best in the world, especially the way I won in my last fight. I'm definitely, that's like a feeling, it's amazing, man. There's no other feeling in the world. I think, yeah, we're both coming off 2 wins, and yeah, man, I'm just as hungry as ever, dude. I'm just hungry for this win.
And in previous fight weeks, I've heard you speak about potentially like how you'd stack up in golfing against other UFC fighters. But this week on Embedded, your handles were put on display with a basketball. How do you think you'd stack up against some other UFC fighters on the court? And if you could have another, a five-man team, who would you pick to be those other four?
Oh man, who would my five be? Myself. Man, that's a hard one. That's a hard one because not everybody knows how to ball. But yeah, we definitely gotta do like a tournament, like a UFC tournament, either a golf tournament or a basketball tournament. I think it'll be dope.
What position would you be? Them handles look pretty good, man.
Man, what position was Kobe? Yeah, I want to be that position.
Thank you.
Hey, D-Rod, what's up, man? So you and Kevin Holland are both from California, right? I'm pretty sure he's from California.
I just found that out.
Me too.
Yeah, I just found that out. He's from the Riverside area.
Have y'all ever ran into each other out there, like before UFC?
Nah, man. Nah. I had heard about him a long time ago when he fought one of my old teammates, Curtis Millender in LFA, I think it was. And yeah, I just always thought he's a Texas guy.
That's what I thought too. So it's well documented that you grew up in like a crazy environment. You grew up in a tough environment. What made you like just kind of like flip the switch and say, you know what, man, screw this. I'm about to pursue UFC. I'm about to pursue being a fighter.
It was really like I just got tired of going to prison and shit, And I started having kids, and I just like I got tired of it, wasting time. And I remember one time I got out of jail, and my cousin invited me to go watch a UFC event, and I just fell in love with the sport, and it's just I obsessed over it, and I loved it so much that I wanted to do it, I wanted to train because prior to that I was just a knucklehead on the streets fighting for no reason, and walked in the gym one day and never left.
Last thing for me, man, you've beaten some tough guys, dude, and you fought a lot of dudes. You beaten Mike Perry, Lee Jangalang, how do you feel about your career up until this point?
I feel good about it, man. After like these past two wins is like I feel like a revival, like a resurgence, because shit got real hard. I took 3 losses in a row, tough dudes. I'm fighting the best guys in the world, and I'm truly blessed to be here. And every day I wake up and I'm able to do this, it pushes me even harder because I could be sitting in a jail cell somewhere or working some bullshit job, So. I'm just truly blessed and very fortunate to. Well, it's all hard work, though. I feel like I gotta work twice as hard for everybody else who's been doing it longer than I have. And I just got that fighter spirit, man. I'm just a true fighter.
Appreciate it, D-Rod. Wish you the best, man.
Thank you.
D-Rod over here. You've helped train with your former opponent, Ian Garry. I wanted to know, what did you learn from him, and how far do you think he can go in the welterweight division?
I'm actually happy Gary's in the position he's in. He's been putting on shows. I hate losing, but I'm glad he's in the position he's in. I don't feel that bad about it now, I was able to, honestly, the whole reason why I worked with him is because I wanted to spar him, and my management team, we have the same management team, and they kind of asked for the favor, and I wanted my run back, I wanted to know what would have happened, because I was like, damn, he got me. So I really just wanted to spar him, and he ended up being pretty cool. He's not a bad guy. He's a little annoying sometimes, but that's just some dudes. That's just their character, But he's cool. I learned a lot about him. I don't think he's a bad guy.
And you've been in his corner for a fight. Would you ever consider having him in your corner?
Nah. It's cool. Yeah, they paid me for that, so. Thanks. Thank you.